Hi, my name is Natalie Williams. I'm a certified personal trainer. In this video, we are going to do isometric exercises. Make sure you always consult with your physician prior to engaging in any exercise routine. Let's go ahead and bring our feet together, about hip width apart, shoulders back. We're going to go ahead and bend from the hips, weight in the heels, shoulders back, navel in and up. So right now, we're just gonna go ahead and hold this narrow squat. We're concentrically contracting our muscles and just holding them for isometric exercises. Really good for strength, lowering blood pressure, and just making sure you're doing things with good form. So right now, hold here. Make sure you're not leaning forward. That's bad for your knees. You're leaning back, almost like you're trying to reach for a chair. Let's take a few breaths here, in and out. If you want for balance, you can bring your arms in front of you, or you can bring them here. But a few breaths here, a few moments, and just hold, navel in and up. You might start to notice your muscles getting a little bit more warm in your thighs, which is good. And you can hold this pose for as long as you want. From right now, we're gonna go ahead and switch to another exercise. So this is a narrow squat. Next exercise, you can take a stance. We're gonna do a right lunge. Your right leg is gonna be in front, your left leg is gonna be behind. Your hips are squared, and we're just gonna go ahead and come down. You can be as far out, which makes it harder, or as far in as you need. Your knee is directly over that heel. Watch out, sometimes people's feet fall forward. You wanna bring them straight in front of you. Shoulders back, navel in and up. You're not leaning back, you're not leaning forward, you're lifted tall, and you're on the ball of this back foot. So right now, all we're doing is just holding this right lunge. You can bring your arms over your head if you'd like. You can bring your arms out into a T right here. This is an isometric hold in itself with your shoulders holding it here. Find a few breaths in and out. So here we're gonna switch to the left lunge. You can put a timer on this. About a minute each exercise is really good, but we're gonna go ahead and come on out. I'm gonna lean forward and step forward, lifting tall. Right leg goes back this time into a left lunge, other side. So pull those ears back over shoulders, shoulders over hips. You can drop the right heel back if you want a little stretch too, or you can keep it engaged. Left knee directly on top of that left heel. Watch out for your feet to go out. Watch out for one hip to be a little bit more than the other, and holding it here. Arms can come out into a T2 if you want to advance this exercise a little bit more, and take a few breaths in and out. You'll also notice with isometric exercises that your body starts to be stretched as well. It's becoming more warm, so you might notice yourself being able to sink a little deeper, but try to hold it where you can. And then from here, we're gonna move on to a different exercise, but this is again up to you how long you wanna hold it. Lean forward, step forward, stand up. Wide squat right now. Pull those knees out. Very important, only as flexible that you can hold it, you do it. So if you're only right here and this is your wide squat, that's good. If you can go out all the way and pull those knees out, go for that. Pull the knees out so you can see your big toes. You wanna be nice and aligned. Again, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, navel in and up. Knees, if they're falling in, you need to come closer together or really work the medial glute to pull it out. We're gonna cactus the arms and squeeze the scapula for another isometric hold. Deep breaths in and out. Sink a little deeper and try to hold it there. Good, so you might notice that this is really good for your hips because it stabilizes the muscles around there, holding them and making them strong. Few more breaths here, in and out. Keep holding, and you can set your own timer to this, but I'm gonna go ahead and come on out of it to show you another one. Shake it out. So you did narrow squat, lunges, and wide squat. Next, we're gonna go ahead and imagine that there's a wall behind us, or you're gonna go ahead and find a wall and take a seat right here. So go ahead and find a wall, you can walk over to one. You wanna sit back into it. Arms come up and hold, navel in and up. Keep holding. The fun thing about how you can see yourself advance in an isometric strength overall is you start to increase your time on holding it. So maybe on this wall sit, you have it for 1 minute right now this time. Well, next time, challenge yourself maybe 15 more seconds longer, and then keep on adding it and adding it. Hold it here. Moving on to the next exercise, we're gonna go and come on out of it, or you can stay in it, shake it out. From here, if you have a wall that you wanna still hold onto, we're gonna go ahead and come to a calf raise and try to balance here. Holding and engaging your calf muscles. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And if you need to hold on to a wall, go for it. But really squeeze your calves. Keep squeezing, good. While you're here, making sure the posture is in good form. Your knees are not together. Your knees are not too far. Everything is in a nice alignment here. Then let's gently go ahead and come on out. Moving down, we're gonna go down to the ground for our other isometric exercises. From here, coming down onto all fours, we're gonna grip the ground. If you have any wrist problems, you can go ahead and come onto a fist, that's fine. Or you can place something underneath your wrist. Curl the toes under, and we're gonna lift the knees up and hinging here about 2 to 3 inches above the ground. Nice for the core workout. Deep breaths in and out. And again, you can measure yourself by finding your own timer. Right here, it's really important that your wrist, elbows, and shoulders are aligned. Your arms are not locked out like this. You have a slight bend there. Your navel is in and up, and you keep holding and holding and holding. Try to make sure you're breathing with control. Then gently come out. Next exercise, we're gonna do a plank pose. So go ahead and we're gonna come onto our elbows this one. Coming down, you can clasp your hands if you want to, or you can keep them out, but make sure your shoulders don't go too far in front or too far back. Keeping your bottom down, go ahead and kick those legs back and hold here. Make sure that you're looking down at the ground, you're not up. Your hips are not low, they're not high. It's in one long line. Few breaths in and out. If you have a mirror you can check into and beside you, go for it. And keep holding and holding. And then we're gonna go ahead and gently come on out of it. Next, we're gonna go ahead and go into a side plank. So you can come onto your left elbow, or you can use your whole arm. So big thing is you want your torso nice and flat. And we're gonna go ahead and stack the feet if you can, and come on up and hold, hold, hold into a left side plank. Do the best you can. Watch out for the hips dropping. Keep them up, keep them up. Keep holding, and it's okay if you're shaking, that's normal. Then let's transition into middle plank with arms straight this time if you can. Hold it here. Deep breaths in and out. Watch out for your hips or your back to go down or too high up. Keep it in that flat line. Next, let's do the right side, turning away from you. Stacking over, you can do a long arm or you can come down to your elbow, but it's very important that you have your joints all aligned. So I'm gonna go ahead and come back up just to show you. Wrist, shoulders, elbows all aligned, feet flexed, and hold, hold, hold. Then again, you can choose how long you want to do this. I'm gonna go ahead and come on down for the next exercise for you. From here, we're gonna go ahead and bend your knees, hands come down, elbows face back. Very important that the elbows are back. Lifting up the hips, holding it here, hold, hold, hold. If you want to advance this exercise, you can kick your right leg straight up to the sky and hold, but keep the hips up and hold, 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 and then switch to your left leg whenever you're ready. Keep holding. Deep breaths. Then we're gently gonna come down. We're gonna advance this a little bit more. You can come onto your elbows and flex your feet and lift up your hips. Or if you can, place your hands down, grip the ground, lift the hips up into your next exercise, isometric hold. Watch out that your hips aren't down, they're not up, your shoulders are back, wrist, shoulders, and elbows are all aligned, hands about shoulder length apart. Feet about hip width apart and hold, hold, hold. Then gently come down. Next isometric exercise we're gonna do is shoulders back, navel in and up. Lift the legs up. Do whatever variation you can, find whatever works for you and try to hold it. Deep breaths in and out. Keep holding. For this one, if you have any tension in your back, make sure you're holding on to your legs if you can. A few more breaths here, in and out. You got this. Then gently lower. Keep a bend in the knees. Scoot the hips just a little bit closer, coming down to your back now. Chin stays up, shoulders go back, and we're gonna do a bridge exercise, holding it up. Make sure it's nice and flat. Your hips are not down here. You're really lifting up. You're watching out to protect your neck with your chin up and hold, hold, hold. Try to relax your glutes if possible. And then place your hands underneath your bottom where it's gonna come down. To our next exercise, we're gonna lower down. Our feet are gonna go ahead and extend out, and we're going to hover. Hold, hold, hold. If you wanna make it a little bit more challenging, bring your arms over your head and hold as well. Then moving on to the next exercise, we're gonna turn onto our bellies. Bring your arms in front of you and hold, hold, hold. To Superman, hold it, hold it. Deep breaths in and out. Then gently lower. Let's go ahead and come on up. So we just wrapped up a few isometric exercises. You can, on your own, time how long you want to do these exercises for, so that way you can see yourself advance. Thank you so much for working out with me. Make sure you always consult with your physician before starting a new exercise program.